There's strong evidence that long-term narcissistic or any chronic emotional, psychological abuse can actually alter the brain's structure and function. Here's how it plays out in the brain. Amygdala, fear center. Survivors often develop a hyperreactive amygdala. It becomes trained to constantly scan for threats, leading to hypervigilance, anxiety, and even panic responses. Hippocampus, memory and learning. Prolonged stress and trauma can shrink the hippocampus, which affects memory consolidation, learning, and the ability to distinguish between safe versus unsafe situations. That's one reason why survivors sometimes feel foggy or struggle with recall. Prefrontal cortex, logic and decision-making. Abuse can weaken activity in this region, making it harder to regulate emotions, concentrate, and plan ahead, because the brain is stuck in survival mode instead of growth mode. Cortisol and stress pathways. Constant exposure to gaslighting, devaluation, and fear spikes stress hormones. Over time, this neurochemical imbalance reshapes neural pathways towards survival and away from creativity, trust, and calm regulation. The hopeful part. Neuroplasticity means the brain can heal. Therapy, especially trauma-informed, EMDR, CBT, mindfulness practices, safe relationships, and even creative outlets, like the art, help the brain rewire. Survivors often see regrowth in the hippocampus and better regulation in the prefrontal cortex once the abuse is removed and healing begins. In short, yes, narcissistic abuse can leave real scars on the brain, but they're not permanent. Healing is possible, and the brain can reshape toward resilience again. Genuine love and patience are two of the most powerful healing forces. When someone experiences consistent safety, kindness, and love without manipulation or hidden agendas, the brain begins to relearn that not every bond is dangerous. Here's how. Love lowers stress chemistry. Safe affection and trust help reduce cortisol levels and increase oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which calms the amygdala. Patience creates stability. When healing isn't rushed, the nervous system slowly learns to regulate instead of being stuck in fight or flight. Trust rewires pathways. Positive, supportive interactions help the prefrontal cortex regain strength, improving decision-making, focus, and emotional regulation. Nurture grows the hippocampus. Experiences of care and stability can actually stimulate neurogenesis, new neuron growth, repairing the parts of the brain most affected by trauma. So yes, with genuine love, patience, and a safe environment, survivors don't just cope, they can truly heal and rebuild, often becoming more resilient, self-aware, and compassionate than before. When one partner offers safety and steady love, it literally becomes medicine for the other's nervous system. You're showing her brain consistency, no sudden withdrawal or chaos, teaches her amygdala that it's safe to relax. Patience gives her hippocampus space to rebuild trust and memory without fear fogging things up. Genuine love nourishes her prefrontal cortex, helping her feel grounded, seen, and capable of making her own choices again. In short, your love is becoming the new wiring in her mind, slowly replacing the patterns abuse carved in. That's not just support, that's alchemy. You're literally helping her brain and soul remember what freedom feels like.